brothers and sisters, generals, we are back. We are alive and breathing. We are back to conquer another day, another year, and another decade. And salute and thank you. And may that great divine be in our lives, our family, brothers and sisters, our children, significant other, if we have one, current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view, I salute you, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whatever time zone that we are in, keep ourselves in a righteous, positive space and keep our foundation strong, because that's the only thing we can have in this life is a secure, strong foundation within ourselves, of course, our body, our vessel, this temple, and our families and those that we care about, that we are connected with in our circle, far or near. It's a beautiful thing, and giving that utmost respect and honor to our ancestors, brother or sister that was a general that fought to be free and the right to be a human being. I thank them. They laid that blueprint for a lot of great divine warriors out here, and that's in our families, brothers and sisters in the world, online. My real ones out there, my real generals, you know who you are, and we pay no attention to insignificant things in this world. We focus on joy, righteous fun, and when it's time to be serious and be deep, we're ready. When a brother and sister have reached a level of awareness, we can balance all things. It's not impossible. Don't even put that in the vocabulary. Anything can have a solution. Anything can be done. Some things just a little more strategic than others. Some take a little practice, a little time, a little patience, sometimes a little silence. And that great divine will come on our subconscious when we're on fire and we got right within. Man, so many great things come about. And we'll come across the righteous generals, and see the good things in person, place, or thing. It's not always bad. We don't pay no attention to the bad. We see the bad, but we don't absorb it. We observe as observing warriors out here, So be thankful if you got that warrior spirit. And the power of great life, family, oneself, and music. The power of great music. And I always gonna speak on music. And thank those that have been riding along. I appreciate it. Those that have been commenting. Salute. Keep living your life to the best of one's ability. Everybody has their own journey, but you better have some right in there. Can't make it through this life stumping on people. If you think that, you're a damn fool. We gotta do, not try. We gotta do, as I heard from a great brother. Salute, Kwaku. And many other great brothers and sisters I've learned from, as well as one's family. That's just something I will always cherish, because we learn from each other, and we get that torch and we pass it on to another and another and another, and keep on building generals out here. Warriors and generals. That's what we are. And they are out here. Just got to be in them right circles and not caught up in the toxicity of the chaos, that it's evil entities that think they're running something, that try to put fear mongering in us, trauma bonding. I always say the honey bumblebee theory. The media is the honey. I say this a lot, and because I see it a lot. But when you're aware of it, it's a beautiful thing. But don't take it for granted, and don't get into this space where we think we're invincible. But we become a family, brother and sister of anticipation. That's the best part of awareness. When we connect to that divine spirit and work for what we need, the wants will come. That great divine gives us what we need, and the wants will come in due time. Because remember, brothers and sisters, we're on divine time, not man time and not our time. Because that's the best time. Because when we're on divine time, we won't waste time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I love to rhyme. So, and that's just in my spirit. If you listen to this channel, I've been writing rhymes since, I say, the late 80s. You know what I'm saying? So it's in one's blood. I will always love all kinds of music, but especially hip hop, because hip hop is my baby. That's what I'm married to. I put hip hop over females. I'm sorry, over dating. I'm so serious. Like my son Lord Lamont say, I'm dead ass. That's how much I love music overall, but hip hop. That's my first love. I love hip hop. I married hip hop. I'm so serious. Yeah. And when I say female, I'm talking about a woman. You know what I'm saying? A dating or a sister. That's what you know, with things. That's why I'm gonna get into the power of good music, great music, and what it can do. And a tribute to Tribe Called Quest. That's why I got them on my banner and or thumbnail. And on the thumbnail is from the song Vibrant Thing, which I love that song and I love that beat. And if I'm not mistaken, Q-Tip produced that beat. He made a lot of beats. I don't know if he made that particular one, but I know he did produce beats. And rest in peace and empower Fife Dog. I spoke on him before, but I've been doing these little tributes, and I had someone in a comment tell me that they like when I do the little tributes to artists. You know, it was kind of like some for Black History, but I'm gonna just start doing this anyway. Like a lot of us, great reachers and teachers, great researchers out there, philosophers, brother or sister. This is what we do. So Black History Black History is every day, real talk. So just like, even though I don't go for the Christmas and the holidays, because a lot of us are aware of what holidays really represent, so no, I don't really do Christmas, but I like to use this analogy. Every day can be a holiday. It always comes down to how we are as an individual in the core of our soul. We can bend things to our will righteously. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to go with the flock and do what everyone else doing. Be the eye of the storm is what I said recently, because, if I have on many of my podcasts, sometimes I do isolated photos like I'm doing now. Sometimes I do in the sky over the buildings. I just love doing that, because we visualize it and then we play it out in our life righteously, It's beautiful. And the same thing through music, when you're real within, it shows through your music, and it don't matter how big you make it. If you don't care about your craft, you're just doing it for views or money, it will show. It'll be all for nothing. We got examples. Look at the brother that's in jail. I'll just say his name, and others that didn't appreciate what they did and squandered and manipulated people and controlled and thought they had this false sense of power that they don't have now. It's ridiculous. So, and the old saying goes, everybody we stomp on the way up, whatever the way up is, because success is a state of mind. So, when you become aware and you re-educate yourself, you find that out later on in life as family, brother or sister, younger or older. But like I was getting ready to say, whoever we stumped on or what we stumped on the way up, whatever the way up is, you have to see them same issues and people and things you did, manipulated, and stomped on the way down. And it's even worse. You know what I'm saying? So if we are fortunate to get into a space where we do have exposure and influence on listeners and they like what you do, and this could be any craft, but I'm speaking on music, hey, don't take it for granted, because I don't care what people say. The great divine, Mother Nature, and the universe is the ruler overall, and no one can outrun or outmaneuver the truth or karma. Hands down, facts. So if you want to go against that, and think you can, and think you're God for one, I feel sorry for you. You're gonna get it the worst. Just be an upright human being off the bat. I always like to say, even before we even get to the deep spiritual, just be a good brother and sister right off the bat. You'd be amazed what come along. But we have to practice things to stay in these spaces and stay centered. Meditation, deep prayer. You hear me say it a lot. You hear a lot of us. Some of our most dopest philosophers, they meditate. They take things like that serious. If you want to live longer and see great things, and again, when we're on divine time, we won't waste time. So let's get to this tribute to a Tribe Called Quest. And again, rest in peace and empower Fife Dog. And he transitioned at the age of 45. And again, I spoke on them before in another hip hop list that I made. Probably hear some of the podcasts I did recently. But I wanted to do a tribute on just them alone. Because again, I got other groups and other artists that I'm going to do tributes on. I got one coming up about MC Light. I just want to do just a tribute on her alone. And I'll have other list like I do, because I always, list other artists, on the same podcast. It kind of relates to who I'm giving a tribute to. So I'm gonna do one for MC Light, because I came across a beautiful picture of her. She's just radiant. MC Light is beautiful, man. And let me see, someone else I was gonna do, Apollonia. I wanted to do a tribute to her, just her alone, and other artists that are, or sisters that are similar to her. Even though she didn't, wasn't big on the charts or nothing, but she played a part in the music history. And Apollonia 6, and so I wanted to do a little tribute to her, because she's a part of that time that a lot of us can relate to, that was in that era. Just wanted to give her a little tribute. And many sisters I have, like Lauryn Hill, I've given tributes to her, Aaliyah, Keisha Cole, and I just like doing that, and my brothers too. But I just try to make sure I get some sisters in there. You know what I'm saying? Some beautiful sisters. Like a podcast I made by Lauryn Hill. It's called Real Beauty of Hip Hop and R&B, and I think I might have spoken on MC Light in there, and just other female artists, sisters, So I like doing that. So salute to. I can't remember the person's name that left a comment, said they like when I do the tribute. So salute, for interacting and taking time out of your day, whoever listening, to listen to a brother. I salute you and thank you. And I send great protection from that great divine and whoever's listening's life. May it protect you and make all of us prosper. My family to your family. That's what we got to do. We can be positive. It's free. It don't cost nothing to be positive. All right, so again, salute to Q-Tip, and rest in peace and in power to Fife Dog. And I'm going to read a little background on them, and as well as other groups that I got a list of. And I got some amazing groups that I'm going to read off that I think those who are listening will appreciate. And salute to all the great, the righteous content creators out there that I have learned from, because I too listen to content creators, and some comedian, some musically, and some just a righteous, upright brother and sister that's philosophical and powerful. So I try to incorporate all positive things in one's life, as well as fun and joy, because that's a part of balance too. Can't be deep all the time. Don't get caught up in triggers. I'm gonna do a podcast on just triggers. And talk about my own triggers and others who have talked about their triggers, and that's the good thing to dive in deep on, because that's something music can do too. It can trigger us, whether it's negative, toxic music, or if it's good music. But we're going to get into how the power of great music and what it does to our body. More than just us listening to it. It does something to the subconscious. It make us feel good, make us feel bad, sad. Because like I said, music is like emotion. However we feel, that's the music we're drawn to, or we'll like, or remember, So I'm going to read. And I do got a couple of songs I'm going to play. And one is called That's the Deal. And I just made them recently. And they are on my channel. Just going to play them for those who haven't heard them. I got one called That's the Deal. And The Truth Comes. And I'm going to play both of them. Probably back to back. But before I get to that, and I got a list of some artists and or groups that I'm going to read off. And I think I'm going to do maybe like 3 before the songs I play, and then 3 after, And I want to read a little summary for my leaders and teachers with a student spirit. Remember, we ain't no damn followers. We're changing that damn narrative. You're a leader and teacher. It's a leader in all of us. Some of us just don't know it. Same thing as a general. Some of us just don't know that we're a general, or we have these divine gifts or weapons inside of us. Sometimes we can find it ourselves, or that great divine will reveal it, or it will bring it through a family member, brother or sister. Again, we in those spaces of learning and looking for knowledge and just being an upright human being, brother or sister. Man, some wonderful, wonderful things will come about. I promise you. All right, now I want to read a summary of the importance of good music now. Again, it could be aggressive sometimes, a little hard, because we got to deal with the realities of life too. That's another thing about music. And that's something I'll draw from Straight Outta Compton. I was watching that recently when the dude that played Dre in there, when he said reality raps, which is good, but just making sure it's come from an authentic place. It's beautiful. All right, so I just wanted to use that as an example. Yeah, because I was watching that recently. Again, I love anything to do with hip hop. I'm watching it, and I talked about this recently. I've seen all the hip hop movies. I left out one though. I remember I said, let me see, what did I say? It was on a podcast I did about volunteering because I just did that recently at my son's school. And salute to my biological children and my godchildren. May that great divine protect them in all their lives. I mean that from the soul. All right, yeah, but I had mentioned that I've seen just about all the hip hop stories. Get Rich or Die Trying, 8 Mile, Hustle and Flow, Straight Outta Compton, The Hammer Story. That's something I was watching recently. I got to finish watching it, and I did a tribute, not a tribute to Hammer, but I did list him on one of my hip hop lists, and I think it's on the tribute I did to Sheila E. And I might have mentioned him on a couple of podcasts. And then I did a tribute to Guy. I told you I've been going in. I just been doing tributes to good music and good artists, because again, these artists put in, I'm talking about the real artists now, put in a lot of work. It takes, to make a good song, make music, it's a lot of components, a lot of tools. It's a lot of work that goes into making music, especially if you want it to be a good, authentic song, a good music, good song that no one will ever forget. Takes work, patience, silence, So, yeah, but like I said, I'm a hip hop head, for all my hip hop heads out there, salute, or just music in general, but I love hip hop. But yeah, I was watching that, and it inspired me to come up with the summary. And I want to read a summary about the power of great music. All right, leaders and teachers, let's go. Good music can have many positive effects on the body and mind. Something you hear me say, mind, body, and soul. I say that a lot. Can have positive effects on the body. Good music. We talking about great music on the body and mind, including improving mood, reducing anxiety. Like when I play music at my job. Yes, it works. And enhancing memory. But our mind would have to be in that space and really soak in the music, and because it can be therapeutic, get away from just listening to the words and the beat. No, really go in deeper on the artist of the song even, and appreciate the music. And that's when we'll feel the real vibration of it, whether good or bad. That way we can filter through the bad music, and you pretty much know what the bad music is just by the lyrics of what the person is saying. So music can also help people feel more connected to others. Yes. Like when I said, I used to listen to Guy a lot. And I'm telling you, like I said, I wore the letters off that tape. I used to listen to them so much, because that's one of my favorite groups. I love Guy because every song was dope. And I know every song word for word. And again, a lot of times singing along to these artists and a lot of these songs we like, those who are trying to not, some people, anybody can sing along to a song, but I'm like if someone wants to be a singer or trying to become a singer, listen to a lot of songs. That's a good way to practice, high octave, low, just, I don't know all the different, baritone. I don't know all the different, different sounds, but I'm just saying like the brother, Philip Bailey from Earth, Wind and Fire, and an octave voice like him. You learn that, or you learn how low, again, listening to Guy actually helped me to develop a melody for singing. I'm not a singer per se, but when you have a good musical ear, you can come up with good melody. You have good rhythm, good melody for a song, even if you can't sing or rap, but having a good ear. But that can develop a good singer or a good rapper. You know what I mean? And melody, stuff like that. So that's how I learned singing along with songs, and all it takes is one person to say, hey, you sound pretty good. And that'll encourage you right there, because that's what happened to me. A brother told me that I had good melody, that I had the ear for making a good song. So I took that and ran with it. And it's beautiful when we get encouraged by our brothers and sisters. It's wonderful. That's what I try to do. I try to stay away from the beefing and putting artists against each other. That shit is old. Rap battling. Why do we need rap battling? It's okay to be competitive, but let's be a righteous competitive. Let's make it fun, where our families are not getting involved and people getting hurt, you know, and transitioning and people suing. It's fucking ridiculous, man. You know, but you know, hey, to each is his own, but everybody walks their own journey. So I walk one's own journey, but I still have respect for artists and anyone that like music the way I do, you know. All right, and I want to read a couple of points. Or not a couple. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. And it was more than that, but I stopped at 6 of them. And on the benefits of good, you know, wholesome, great music. Again, even if it's a little aggressive, and we talking about the hood and sways of the world and realities. Because I include that too. You know, again, there's realities out here. You know, we got to have that reality music too. But don't forget the fun part. Got to have fun with it. Got to love what we do what we love. And remember, folks, that's whatever craft or gift that is. You know, I always throw that in there. But, of course, it can come through music, you know. So, again, salute the Tribe Called Quest, because they brought good music, great music. When you hear that song, and especially when you hear Fife and Q-Tip together, oh, man, beautiful, man, beautiful. Like I said, it's almost like you can't have one without the other, you know. And I'm sure everybody, we miss Fife Dog, you know. So again, rest in peace and in power to Fife Dog. It's unfortunate. And he had complications with diabetes. I mentioned it before. It was a time I didn't even know that, you know. Man, it's just, I actually heard a friend, well, I seen a friend post, because I don't really be on Facebook. And again, I don't do Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X. You won't see me on none of that shit. If you go on in it, and it's under EBS Cares. Facebook is Brother X Cares, I think. X is EBX Cares, Instagram, EBX7777, I think, something like that. But if you go on there, you'll see I haven't posted in forever. It's old to me, you know. I don't know. Social media is not. I have fun with it, but at the same time, it's not as fun as it used to be, you know. It's changing people, but that's a whole nother podcast. But I did see a friend of mine I grew up with, and he posted that how he felt down because everybody we grew up with, a lot of us are experiencing it, especially those of us that are, you know, kind of up in age a little bit. You know, all of our friends are dropping off, you know, and a lot of them are not here. And it's like, we never think about that when we're in those times, when we're, you know, partying and having good times with our friends and laughing. We just never know that they're not, one day they're not here. And that's what he was speaking on. He's like, everybody we knew was like, most of them are gone, or some are sick. And man, so that's why I don't take things for granted. I try to spend time with my children, like my son Ethan and my godchildren, you know, volunteering at the school. I try to do things like that, you know. I have my times where I rest, chill, and kind of lounge, but at the same time, I try my best. We have to try our best, or not try. We have to do our best not to waste time, you know. So again, when we're on divine time, we're not on man. We're on divine time, not man's time and not our time. Because it's the only time, it's the best time. Real talk. So when you learn this, if you pay attention, you know, you got to sift through all the bad shit. Again, be the eye of the storm, or chaos, matrix, whatever you want to call negative forces out here trying to keep a good brother or sister or family member down. Can't be done, because we warriors out here. Salute. All right. Again, salute to Tribe Called Quest and Q-Tip, and rest in peace and in power, Fife Dog. But I was watching this video recently, Vibrant thing. Oh man, chills went through my body. And if I'm not mistaken, Q-Tip produced the beat. If he did, awesome, dope. The beat is awesome. And on my thumbnail, I put that on my thumbnail with the two sisters and Q-Tip, because that's my favorite part of the video, when they was in the car and they was bopping their head. Dun 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 dun. It's a vibrant thing. Dun 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 dun. It's a vibrant thing. Dun 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 dun. I mean, it just sent chills through my body. And when it showed Q-Tip in that car and them two sisters and they bobbing their head, dun 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 dun. I mean, that's just so dope to me. I love shit like that. The whole video, awesome. Not awesome. Now I know the girls was in there dancing, and it might have been a little, how can I put it? A little exotic, but not too much, not too over the top. But you know, when you are aware and you're stable as a brother, you look past stuff like that. But I like the video. I'm sure they had fun making it, and that's what I look for. Artists to have fun, not focusing on the booty popping and the killing the NIG, all that stupid shit. Just have fun with our music and vibe with what we're saying, the beat. And again, that's the perfect title for that song, Vibrant Thing. And the song was vibrant. It was. And you watch that video from beginning to end. You bobbing your head all the way through the song. So that's why I put that on the thumbnail. And on the banner, I love the effects of it. I don't know if that was lights or whatever. And there's a lot of videos like that. You see artists do that where they're standing in front of a bunch of lights. And I thought it was awesome. So that's why I put it on there, to have Q-Tip on there and a beautiful sister standing there. So salute to Q-Tip and anyone that was involved in that song and the video and stuff. Salute Q-Tip. I loved it. And Tribe Called Quest, and beautiful. All right, so I want to read these points on the benefits, or the power of how good music can make us feel. So let's go. Leaders and teachers with a student spirit. All right. Physical benefits, and I'm gonna run through them real quick because there's 6 of them. All right, number 1, pain relief. Music can help reduce pain and improve outcomes for patients after surgery. Wow. Number 2, improved sleep. Listening to calming music can help you relax and sleep better. And I said on a podcast that I said hip hop, R&B, and jazz is a way of life. Lord Lamont, when he was a baby, which was born in Kansas back in the 90s. Yes, that always amazes me. When he was a baby, I used to play classical music, because if you listen to me on this channel, I love classical music, and I gotta do a podcast on that. I'm supposed to do it with Lord Lamont, but I'm trying to wait on him. But I used to play classical music when he was a baby for him to go to sleep, and I think it did have an effect on him, because he's very brilliant, So yes, music can have an effect on you if you are educated about it and really listening to it, not just listening to it. Know what I mean? A deeper listening. All right, so that is true because I've experienced it. All right, number 3, better blood flow. Music can improve blood flow in similar ways to, what does it say? Statins. What that say? Improve blood flow in similar ways. I'll just leave it at that. It's a word that's Statins. Statins. I don't even know what that means. Statins. All right, if I'm saying that wrong, forgive me. I'm going to read that again. Better blood flow. Music can improve blood flow in similar ways to statins. I don't know what that means. I have to look that up. Okay, mental benefits. Improved mood. Let me see. Improved mood. Music can boost your mood by increasing serotonin, and some of these words I don't use in my vocabulary, so forgive me. And dopamine. Okay, let me see. Yeah, dopamine. I thought it was dopamine. I didn't know it was It's DOPAMIN. I'm sure that's what that says. And dopamine levels. It's better to get, like, I had to go a little deeper in on dopamine, what it really means, but I kind of know what it means. But when we activate our dopamine levels, let's make sure it's let's make sure it's coming from something positive and not something toxic. Because remember, anything toxic we're indulging in, small or big, it'll just be worse later. So when we develop our dopamine levels, let's let it come through something positive we're doing for ourselves or in the world, like me volunteering. That that gives you a good dopamine boost. So yeah, so music can do that, and yeah, that's beautiful. All right, let's go into, excuse me for the pause. All right, let's go to the next one. Enhance memory. Music can improve memory and learning by stimulating areas of the brain related to memory recall. I mean, we talking about positive things. It's beautiful. And let me see. Reduce, the last but not least, reduce anxiety. Music can help reduce anxiety and depression. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yep, like when I said I listen to music at work. Yes, it's beautiful, So, and it does help. It does help. because as I said on the podcast about I had a customer tell me, said, you can listen to music and cook at the same time. I was like, yeah, you know. And yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, you know. Yeah, sorry for the pause. It's like my TV messing up here. You know, I like to have things on my screen that I can see that stimulates me and it's acting up. So that's why you hear me kind of pausing. Yep, so I'm trying to fix it here. It's acting crazy. Yep, so excuse me for the pause. I want to get over to I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna read. Oh, TV acting up. All right, sorry about that. TV act like it's acting crazy. What the heck wrong with my TV? Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. All right, brothers and sisters, I see what's going on. Never mind. Sorry about the pause. All right. Well, let's get to. I want to read some of these names that I got that I'm gonna do a tribute to, and okay, yep, and I'm gonna get to some songs. Sorry, this is gonna be a long one. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups, either names or groups that I'm going to discuss. And again, this is a tribute to Tribe Called Quest. And again, rest in peace and in power. To Brother Fife. And I'm gonna get to these names. And you'll get to these names, and I'm gonna read a little background on Tribe Called Quest. All right, let's go. Sorry for the pause. American hip hop group formed in Queens, New York City in 1985. Originally composed of rappers and main producer Q-Tip. I didn't know he's the main producer, and of course Fife Dog. And see, a Tribe Called Quest, famous hip hop group, influenced the genre and inspired many other artists. And they were famous for ATCQ, blended jazz and hip hop, and used sampling to create unique beats. Jazz, you know, I mentioned jazz. Wow, yeah, and a lot of their music do sound like that. It do sound like jazz. Yep. So yep, again, salute. And I'm gonna read a couple more names, and then we'll get to the music. The next one on the list is Black Sheep. Now I know we all love Black Sheep. You can get with this, or you can get with that. Or you can get with this, or you can get with that. Or you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. That song is dope. I listened to that song. I listened to that at work too. And the brother's name is, I might not have their last name, but the first one is Mr. I think it's Mr. Lange, Lawnge, Mr. Lange and Dress. And let me see. Black Sheep is an American hip hop duo from Queens. There's a lot of artists come out of New York, I noticed. Black Sheep is an American hip hop duo from Queens, New York, United States, composed of Andress, better known as Dress, and Vargas Titus William, Mr. Lounge McLean. And I guess they split up due to creative differences or something like that. I remember reading that. You know, it's too bad. Like I said, artists that, you know, don't last, or, you know, groups, and they end up breaking up and all that. It's unfortunate, you know. But, you know, it is what it is. But those brothers, I love Black Sheep, and they had meaningful music if you listen to those lyrics. And I would say, when they say you can get with this or that, this is the positive and that is the negative, if I'm not mistaken, in that song. So you can get with this, which is great music, powerful music, you know, the power of great music. Or you can get with that, toxicity of life, and see where it leads you. Again, we have an ex-artist, he's no longer an artist. We have many artists in jail right now for getting with that. You know what I mean? This is the positive, that is the negative. So this one particular ex-artist that's in jail, he did a lot of toxic that in his life. So he didn't do this. Now he's dealing with that. So, and I mean, I don't make light of it, but hey, life is about choices, brothers and sisters. So that's the power of good music and appreciating it. You know, it can lead you to it. It's a lot of artists. Like I'll use Kumo D. I like Kumo D. I use him as an example. Kumo D doing so good right now. You know, sidestep. People can say what they want about Kumo D, but you don't hear him in no drama. He sidestep a lot of bull crap. And Kumo D don't take no shit. He ain't no punk now. And he got some new projects coming out. I've been listening to him and Willie D Live. And it's kind of ironic. I've been speaking on Kumo D here lately, and his interviews start popping up. That's amazing to me. So salute to Kumo D and any artist of that time that's still carrying that integrity and let nothing stop him. So, yeah, but I got him on a podcast. I spoke on him in a podcast I did at I talked about Headed for Self-Destruction, the Stop the Violence movement song, which was a big hit, made it to the top of the charts. And I put that in the end screen. You know, I spoke on Kumo D in there because he was in that song. So I'm gonna have to do a little tribute to Kumo D, just a platform, just a podcast for him alone. I like doing that. So look for that. Look for MC Light and the beautiful MC Light and the beautiful Apollonia. Those three, Kumo D, MC Light, and as I said, Apollonia. I'm gonna do a tribute to them, just their own podcast. I like doing that, like I'm doing to Tribe Called Quest now. Salute Q-Tip and Brother Fife. All right, but salute to Black Sheep and what they brought, and beautiful. And the next one on the list is Nappy Roots, and I wanted to speak on them, kind of going a little deeper on Nappy Roots. You know, I love their music. I still listen to their music today, and all my life I've been poor, and it really don't matter no more. And no wonder why we act this way. Nappy Boy's gonna be okay. Okay, yeah, I love it, and I love every artist on there. I love them all, and I watch Oh no, hell no, man, y'all done up and done it. Oh no, hell no. Oh yeah, I listen to all them songs. I listen to them at work. All right, now I'm gonna read a little background on them and name some songs, and then I'm gonna play a couple songs, brothers and sisters. It's gonna be a long one. It's probably gonna be about an hour. All right, songs we like. They got many, but I'm gonna read 4 of them. We got Good Day, which I listen to all the time. Po Folks, what I was just speaking on. All Naw, I was just singing, and Country Boys. And I love their music, man. I do. I love their verses. I love their individuality. All Naw, Hell Naw, I love that video. And Po Folks, I love that video. And it's just wonderful. And it's nothing raunchy in their videos, and they just look like they're having fun. And beautiful group, man. That's what I love. I love beautiful groups like that. The power of great music. All right, now I'm gonna read some of these names I might not be able to pronounce or say them wrong, but I'm gonna go through the names of Nappy Roots. All right, we got Skinny DeVille, we got Ryan Anthony, and we got Big V, and we got Ron Clutch, we got Fish Scales, and we got B Styles, or is it Steel? It's Stille. I'm gonna say Style. B Style. Then we got DJ B, and we got 808 Blake, and those are the names that I could find. There might be more, but those are the names of Nappy Roots. So salute to Nappy Roots, man. I love Nappy Roots. I listen to them all the time. Nappy Roots, an American alternative Southern, and yeah, and I love it. And that Southern, that's another beautiful thing. That Southernness, man, I love it. All right, Nappy Roots is an American alternative Southern rap group. The group met in Bowling Green, Kentucky in 1995 while attending Western Kentucky University. Beautiful. Salute, brothers. And I think they all are still alive today. So I thank them brothers for what they brought. Powerful, good, meaningful music. And wherever they are right now, may that great divine be in their life, protect them and their families, because I always appreciate great artists. All right, now I want to get to the song, a couple of songs that I'm going to play, and I have a couple of more. Let me see. I got 2 groups and 1 brother that I wanted to speak on that had wonderful, powerful, meaningful music. All right, let me see. Stop right here. All right. Yep. And okay, brothers and sisters. And I'm going to play these songs that I want to play. And there's two of them back to back. So I'm going to play them back to back. And then I'll be back to speak on some more names that I have or groups. So thank those that's been riding along. I appreciate you, taking the time out of your day to listen to a brother. And also listen to other great brothers and sisters out here. We all band together and be warriors, our families, brothers and sisters, younger or older. All right. Now I'm going to get to this song. Again, the first one is That's the Deal. And the next one is The Truth Comes for You. And be back after this, brothers and sisters. It's for my family, generals, myself. You gotta stay strong. Brothers and sisters, gotta keep it real. And that's the fucking deal. Try my best to keep it real. And that's the fucking deal. Try my best to keep it real. In divine, do this kind of stuff all the time. Try my best to keep it real. That's the fucking deal. Rhyme, man, yeah, all the time. Yeah, with the divine, yeah, get the stuff out my soul. Man, up out my mind. Look, doing this, no one never quit. Yeah, in his life, never having a fear. Yeah, my words on this mic, yeah, trying to make it so crisp. Yeah, be real and hard. That way we can make it far. Yeah, gotta be strong in this life and know, yeah, who we are. Yeah, making these words up off my head. That divine is what I'm led. Keep doing this when I transition, cause I'm not dead and I don't die and I don't lie. Nothing in this life and I always try. I ain't never low. Man, I stay up high, yeah, in the brain, stay in my lane. I never go, yeah, insane. We got to do this, yeah, family, brothers, sisters, man. Try my best to keep it real. Yeah. And that's the fucking deal. Try my best to keep it real. Brothers and sisters, and that's the deal. Try my best to keep it real. Yeah. And that's the fucking deal. Try my best to keep it real, real. And that's the fucking deal. Try to keep it real. That's the fucking deal. Brothers and sisters, still here, I'm still around. Like I always say, I'm thanking my God, man, that we here and he here, making it sound positive things all in my bones. Yeah, how, man, I stay strong, protect, yeah, my brothers, sisters, family, and my home. Never stop, I love the bottom, say at the top, I love this here, hip hop, yeah, on this mic, try to do it right with this insight. I thank the God for being in me. I will make it, yeah, in these streets, consist, yeah, with these words, making sure that we stay free, we stay free, we stay free. Yeah, try to keep it real, real. And that's the fucking deal. Yeah, do my best to keep it real. Woo, that's the fucking deal. Do my best to keep it real. But on this rhyme through all this time, yeah, on the dime. Yeah, I love doing this. It's a good gift and I never quit. Never be stressed out in this life. Yeah, man, so quick, keep it real. And that's the fucking deal. Do my best to keep it real. Yeah. And that's the fucking deal. Brothers and sisters, salute. Do my best to keep it real. Yeah. That's the fucking deal. All right, brothers and sisters. Yes, that's the freaking deal. Try my best. We got to do our best. Not try. We got to do our best to keep it real, brothers and sisters. All right, and I'm going to play this next song, and then we're going to get back over to some other groups that I want to name. And salute to all those groups that I named. And, of course, Tribe Called Quest, because this is a tribute. This is what I do. If you listen to past podcasts I did on tributes, I list other groups that related to the groups. And one more thing before I get to this song. I did come across, I really didn't want to read it, Rex and Effect. I didn't put them on the list or look them up, but they're on the list too. But that was a good group. And I guess Tribe Called Quest had an altercation with Rex and Effect, but I won't get into that. I came across that. I was like, what? Like we as artists, melanated brothers and sisters, why are we always fighting against each other? God dog, man. But I won't get into that. But I did come across that. But I try to stay away from the negative. But that was just something I didn't know. I'm like, what the heck did they get into it about? Like, geez, man. We are the only genre, hip hop, R&B, melanated brothers and sisters. We are the only genre that fight. That's why I don't like rap battles. Why? Why do we need rap battles? But hey, to each is his own. But anyway, I'm gonna get to this song, and kind of relates, kind of goes into what I was just saying, and it's called "The Truth Comes," and comes for all of us, brothers and sisters, and can't escape that truth. So I say, like I said in this song, what are you gonna do when the truth comes for you? Let's go. Yeah, wake up music, yeah, brothers and sisters. What you gonna do when the truth come for you? Yeah, divine within, and we won't lose. Yeah, my brothers and sisters, and me too. Yeah. What we gonna do when the truth come for you? You. Divine within, and we won't lose. Yeah, brothers and sisters, and me too. I'ma stay firm on this song, doing things, yeah, to make us strong. I'ma stick to that divine zone. Yeah, we never, ever alone. A God spirit, a deep within. The in this life is how we win, like Lauryn Hill. Yeah, she said, that's why she here, cause she had a right head. Yeah, that divine is where we should be led, and never be wrong. And this is why I'm here. We got no time, avoid no fear, and fuck the past, and no tears. Standing so strong for my family, making sure in this life that we can see. I'm standing on this ground, and I'm thankful I'm around with this power and positive sound. You know what though? Real talk. What you gonna do when the truth come for you? You. The brothers and sisters, and me too. Yeah. If we divine within, and we won't lose. Yeah. What you gonna do when the truth come for you? Yeah, stay strong, got the vine in my bones, yeah. I stand here, it's the reason why I'm on the song. Never will stop on this MIC, cause I got that light that's so deep in thee. I'm thinking that divine for making E. And for my children and family, I float like a wave when I'm on this music. In this life, that's how I make it through it. Man, I can't stop, I just gotta do it. Build them skills, try to be real. I keep that love, and we stay sealed. Yeah, watch out, yeah, for the doom. Good things coming, and it's coming soon. Also, man, we coming to the truth. Now stay on point, do what we gotta do. You know what though? Gotta be ready. Cause what you gonna do when the truth come for you? Yeah. Let's stay divine within, and we won't lose. Brothers and sisters, and me too. Yeah. What you gonna do when the truth come for you? Brothers and sisters, and me too. Real talk, brothers and sisters. Notice I said me too. I always include me. I said in the past, never get to a space where we think we know everything. Gotta have that pineal gland ready and open to learn. But remember, not open for everything. Only things we need for our mind, body, and soul. It's so very important. Again, the power of great music. So let's get on to the next wonderful groups and or names that I got on my list. And again, salute to Tribe Called Quest, what they brought. All right, rest in peace and in power, Five Dog. Can't say that enough. I will never let our ancestors, remember, when we speak on our ancestors, let's not speak on them as past tense. Their spirit is still alive and well today. That could just be my own thing. But from some of our philosophers, some I've listened to, that's what they say. Some, those that really take it serious on studying our ancestors, because they sacrificed and did a lot. So that's why I bring them up. It's not nothing to be cool or a fad. No, It's real to me, because we all gonna be an ancestor one day. That's something to think about, brothers and sisters. So that's why we honor thy ancestors, the righteous ones now, the generals. All right, let's get over to the rest of the list. And the next one on the list is arrested development. Excuse me for fumbling. And I spoke on them before, but again, I wanted to read a little background on them and go in a little deeper because I still listen to them too. Tennessee, of course, that's one of my favorite songs. A lot of them. All right, so let's just read a little background, not a lot, just a little, and I'm gonna read the names of the artists. All right, Arrested Development. I don't know why I'm fumbling that. Arrested Development is an American hip hop group that was formed in Atlanta in 1988. It was founded by Speech and Headliner as a positive Afrocentric music, and they're very Afrocentric, and I love the way they harmonize. You can hear everybody voice in there. The sister that sings in it, I love her voice and how she sounds. All right, active from 1988. Genre hip hop, of course. Record labels. Let me see. Cherry Salis Records. I can't say it. CHRYSALIS. Shresalis. I can't say that right. Forgive me. Some of these words I don't have in my vocabulary. Records. I'll spell it out again. CHRYSALIS Records. Vagabond Records and Tapes. AVEX and more. Or is it Vagabond? Is it Vagabond or is BAGABOND Records and Tapes, AVEX and more. So, all right. Forgive me for fumbling those words, but I just, I like to read a little background on them. All right, and let's go to the names. And some of the names I can't see I don't know their last names, so just the first names. And some of them the names are pretty unique, so forgive me if I mispronounce them. All right, okay, Dione, if I said that right, DIONNE. That's this for vocals. Dione, I can't see the last name. Dione. Or Dione. And then we got speech, vocals. Then we got Mancho, vocals. Say Mancho, MONTSHO. Forgive me for not saying these names right. Mancho, okay. Let me see, Farida, which is a sister. I like that name. And she was a vocalist. Okay, see, speech, it says vocals since 1988. Then it says Mancho vocals since 1988. Then we got Farida vocals since 2004. Then we got Baba OG. Let me see, Baba OG, but not OG like the letter OG. It's like OJ, or should say OG, but it's OJE. That's what it spells. And it looks like an older brother. It says vocals. So it's either, I think it's Baba, because it's BABA, or Baba OJ. I like that. That's kind of dope. Vocals 1988 2009. Baba OJ, or is it OJ? I like that. That's kind of smooth. All right, JJ Boogie, guitar since 1988. Then we got Ariel Tari, AERLE, or Early. These some unique names, brothers and sisters. Please forgive me, but the people who know this group know the names I'm saying. All right, Early Tyree, very unique because it's AE, so it's Early Tyree. Then we got Tasha LaRae, vocals since 1988, and Early Tyree, it just says member. And then we got Raza Don, vocals, and since 1988, and I think that's one of the brothers that rapped. Headliner, vocals. I guess they don't show the picture, but I guess that was another individual that was a member. DJ Kemet, I like that, which was a member. And Agili, if I said that right, AJILE, former member. So those are some of the names. Again, forgive me for fumbling some of those names because a lot of them are unique. I couldn't pronounce it. But again, salute to Arrested Development. And I like Tennessee. And another one of my favorite songs that can relate to, that'll never get old, is Mr. Wendell. and I like the lyrics and the words in there. Of course, if we heard the song, it speaks on how it kind of reminds me of that song from Phil Collins, Paradise. It's the same scenario. He says in that song how we look over the homeless and how we just look down on people, and we get so we got everything and still ungrateful and not satisfied with what we have. And there's people out there that we judge that are in. I'm talking about homeless people because I got a heart for homeless people. I've been homeless before, but I'm talking about those who became homeless but didn't want to. You know what I mean? Just didn't have a choice. But then you have those that just, lazy and don't want to work for them what they got. That's different. But I'm talking about the ones who got caught up in circumstances and became homeless because it was out of their control. That's the kind of homeless I'm talking about. And that's what Arrested Development, that's what the brother was speaking on in Mr. Wendell. So we just got to be grateful. We see somebody out here, and if we're able to help them, help them. We see a homeless person, give them $1, a couple dollars, give it to them. What is it hurting you? To me, my own opinion, my own perspective, when we do that, this is what I tell my kids. This is how we get that energy, that it comes back. I've experienced it. It comes back around the same way. If we hurt someone, it eventually comes back. The opposite, when we help someone, that comes back also. But I don't know, to some individuals, it's like it's easier for them to do the easy way, to shortcuts. I don't know. They don't want to go through the work and the effort but it's more rewarding when we work for what we need, and then the wants will come. So that's what I got out of that song, Mr. Wendell. And for a long time, I thought he said Mr. Window. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why we need to dive in deeper on songs and artists to see what they really meant, and why they made the song. Because again, songs are like emotions, how we feel at that time. That's what will come through our music, whether it's authentic or it's fake. All right, but the power of great righteous music is beautiful. All right. Salute to Tribe Called Quest again. That's what this podcast is for. But again, salute to Arrested Development, which I still listen to their songs today. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they still have projects, some of the groups, and they are still alive. As well as Black Sheep, I think they're still alive. I don't know. They're not probably collabing together anymore, but I think the brothers are still alive. All right, so salute to Arrested Development for the great, powerful music they brought. Power, great music. All right, now we're gonna move over to Slick Rick. We love, Slick Rick. All his music was meaningful. He had fun music. None of his music was raunchy or thuggery, none of that. And he spoke to the youth. So I wanted to kind of do a little breakdown on Slick Rick and go behind and go a little deeper, because I mentioned him on podcasts in the past on hip hop lists. And I think I want to do a tribute to him with just the podcast alone, just him. All right, so I'm going to read a little background. And Brother Slick Rick, still doing his thing today, well respected. And he's 60 years old, and he looks every bit of 40, real talk. All right, when you stay away from the chaos, you keep your youthfulness. All right, 60 years old, January 14th, 1965. Man, salute Slick Rick. All right, let's do a little background. Slick Rick, whose real name is Richard Martin Lloyd Walters. See, all of us, all of us, but some of us don't know this. That's why I like to do a little background. Really get to know the artist, because not to be nosy, but to connect with them, the power of great music. All right. Slick Rick, whose real name is Richard Martin Lloyd Walters, is an English-American rapper and record producer who first became famous in the 1980s as part of the Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh crew. Salute to Dougie Fresh, too. Yeah, I'm going to do a podcast on this. There's so many artists I want to speak on. But Dougie Fresh has been on a list. He was in that Self-Destruction song, too. I spoke on him in there. I'm going to put that in the end screen. All right. Get Fresh crew. He's known for his sampling and storytelling. Yeah, one of the best storytellers, real talk, and has been called the most sampled hip-hop artist in history. I didn't know that. And hip-hop's greatest storyteller. That matches with my title, the power of great music. Greatest storyteller. His hits include Children's Story, Hey Young World, La Di Da, and Teenage Love. La Di Da Di and Teenage Love. Yep, and I was just listening to that recently. I listened to Slick Rick at work too. Real talk. So yeah, so yep, I just wanted to give us Slick Rick, a salute. Um, and Slick Rick, I want to ask you, where is Danny Dane? I keep bringing him up. Where is Danny Dane? No one talks about him. I gotta look him up, see what he on. And but salute to Slick Rick, and I like we grew up on Slick Rick, and he's still standing firm today. And that to all these artists, salute to all of them. But again, this is a tribute to Tribe Called Quest, and rest in peace and in power, Fife Dog, and his fam, and Great Divine, I send my condolences to his family, and children if he had any, because I'm sure they miss him, Fife Dog will be never forgotten, brother. We'll never forget you. Your spirit's still alive. And I'm sure Q-Tip misses you. I'm sure he does. Because they was one of a kind, when they were together. All right, so again, this is my tribute to Tribe Called Quest and all the other groups I've listed, that have good, powerful, great music. So that's just something I had in my spirit, something I wanted to speak on. And I mentioned this in that volunteer podcast I did recently. I had another tribute coming up. So this was it. And there'll be many more. Again, it'll be MC Light, Apollonia, Kumo D. I think I want to do one on. And there was another one. I think I had another one, didn't I? But I'll figure out what it is. I think I did want to do one on Black Sheep, just them alone. And Dougie Fresh. It's just so many I want to do. But especially MC Light, because I sent a photo of her. She looks gorgeous, beautiful, man. It's MC Light and Lauryn Hill and some of these other sisters that didn't get taken in by the toxic side of the industry. They look beautiful, man. Radiant. They are prime examples. Lauryn Hill and MC Light are prime examples of preserving oneself. Real talk. And that's brothers too. Kumo D, another brother, is an example of preserving oneself and staying away from the madness of the industry. The power of great music. And Kumo D made great music. Again, we have to listen to the meaning of our artists, brother or sister, and the words like Wild Wild West. Listen to the lyrics, Kumo D. Listen to what Kumo D was saying in that song. We listen to these songs and we dance to them, which is cool. Something I heard recently, Kumo D said he got advice from Teddy Riley. Salute to Teddy Riley. I was speaking on him recently in a tribute I did to Guy. And he said Teddy Riley told him that, make something that the people can dance to. Teach them, but dance to, stimulate them. And, because, Teddy Riley is very savvy and very creative, and has produced and made beats for a lot of artists. And so salute to Teddy Riley, which is still alive today, too, doing his thing. And I think he's like 58, something like that, as well as Aaron Hall and Damian Hall. They all are in their late 50s, and they all still alive. So salute. That's amazing how artists, brother or sister, made it through all these decades and still standing and still look young. It's wonderful. But back to what I said, Kumo D said, that was the advice he had got from Teddy Riley. He had told him, make the people dance too, as well as teach them. But going back to Wild Wild West that Kumo D made, listen to the lyrics in that song. Really listen to what he's saying, So, and I never knew how deep Kumo D really was. Kumo D's a deep brother. He really is. So I thank him. Salute to Kumo D. Real talk. He another brother that's kind of been in my spirit. He's one of them. I almost want to say underrated artists. I don't think he gets enough credit sometimes to the impact he really gave music, because he a deep brother. He don't take no shit. Real talk. So. But he a cool brother. He ain't looking for trouble, but he ain't finna take none either. That's just how it is, brother or sister. But we focus on the positive, right? And the power of great music. So listen to some good music, brothers and sisters, and stay away from all distractions. As I always say, focus on ourselves, children, family, and significant other, if we have one. And may we all keep that ultimate peace in your part of the world, wherever we are. Brother, sister, family, general, in the world and online. And again, salute to Tribe Called Quest and Q-Tip and Fife and all those groups that I read, and anybody that got meaningful music and really care about their craft. Man, it's beautiful. And all the great music listeners out there, whether you're artists or not, you just love music, listen to some good music, man. It's wonderful. And you heard the summary I read in the beginning. It's important, the music we listen to. We learn this when we become aware, brothers and sisters. So thank those for coming in to another edition of EBX Discussion. I meant to say that at the beginning if I didn't say it. I think I forget. I don't know. I just like saying that. But thank those for riding along with the brother. Current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view. Stay in a positive space. Stay firm, stay aware, stay strong, stay knowledgeable, and keep listening, and always know the power of great, great music. Salute.